If you were offered to get money for your campaign, how are you going to give it back? A bank doesn't give you money, bank borrow money. That means the person that put this money for your campaign, you need to give it back.
Absolutely.
And this person is going to make sure that in case the money is not back, the money is already in an account, and they could have the people, your own people sometimes, to take you off the chair. And there, the investor get his money back. So that's the little secret of leaders that takes money of their country to bring it to other country, to put the interest in other banks instead of having the interest in his country for his people, because the money is for the people.
A case in sight, when General Sani Abacha was the president of Nigeria, of course, a lot of things happened at the time. And then suddenly he died in office. When he died, that was the first time that a professor in Nigeria did say that it was the first time he was hearing of the word trillion in terms of money. Because the guy have stolen money worth trillions of naira from Nigeria. That is the one that we know. But what of the one that we didn't know?
Do you believe how many schools, how many things he will be able to do with that money? And he's dying without leaving at least his name in a big thing that he did for his people.
This is what we're talking about.
That's what hurt me. It will be so nice today. You will be talking about him and saying, do you know, he did some university. He did more than 3 schools for children. He did a lot of houses for his people. It's because of him the people is not, in a storm where, there is malaria, there's a lot of... Why don't they leave their name with beautiful things for people to write after them?
Yeah, because of the miseducation. Because if you have been confused, then you do according to the program that is running in the head.
Yeah, the program is there. The program is there. It's program in your mind, to see things that way, where you leave everything behind and you think for some reason. And the worst part of it, these people with all the money, they are not happy like I am. I don't have to look behind me. I'm so happy. I'm going out. I'll do whatever I want. I'm free. I feel free. But with this kind of money, they are watching the money there every day. They don't go out. They don't eat out. They don't do anything. Everything comes to them because the money became like the gate of a prison. Why didn't people like freedom? I like freedom. You know what I mean? I like to be free.
Let's put it this way. If maybe, for example, the value, the philosophy of Vodou were preached to African people, say maybe Africans have understood this, the value that is hidden in this, what would it change in the way that we rapport among ourselves as African in the African world?
It will help Black people to respect themselves. It will help Black people to feel their how should I say that? I'm trying to get the right word because I'm thinking of it in French and the word is in French in my head. It's like where you know exactly who you are. Someone doesn't need to tell you the way that you see Black people is putting cream in their face so they could be lighter. Those are inferiority. You were born with your color and you are proud with your color. I'm proud with my color. You see, I'm not going to put anything to make my face lighter, my skin lighter. My melanin is something, strong in my body. I need that. And I don't think people should do this thing. Those are the things that makes you look inferior when you do those things. That's because you don't believe yourself as a Black person. You're trying to be what you cannot be. You see? And I think it will help a lot of Black people to see that they're not inferior, because they think they have no values. And for them to have values, it's to trying to be, with another color. The color that you're born, even mixed or not, that's what it is. And you should be proud of it. You should accept it. And I think that type of education will bring more Black people up to their belief that they're not just people without a past. That will help them to respect their story as a Black person. I think that's what it will do, where you know exactly who you are.
Thank you so much for that. All right, now I really would like to ask you this. Why do you think, as a voodoo priestess, why do you think there is this negative sensation about the voodoo spiritual system? Why do you think that is the situation?
In spirituality, we find people everywhere that could be stupid in a way, that could use their spirituality to do things that is not supposed to be done. You find that everywhere. I believe if the world of Vodou, like I did ask in Benin and Porto Novo, that we had an international Vodou. That's where all the spiritual people from Vodou, from everywhere, every part of the world, get together at least every 2 years. Doesn't have to be every year. Every 2 years, to discuss the future of the other generation. Not the one that we are in. We already know the problem of this one. But let's prepare another future for the other generation that's not born yet. We could have a better life, because in Vodou, that's what it is. We thought about the future while we are in our mission to this earth, but we still think about the children that is coming. What type of school should we prepare for them? The Vodou needs to have an international book in different language that could be translated in different language, telling the history of the Vodou world, because this story is so far back. How many children in the world knows that they are a part of this beautiful world of Kemet? How many people, how many children in the world knows that being Black is you are the eternity of those that started before you? But who are those that I'm saying? How many books teach them in school? So Black people need to start writing their own books and present, this book or those, because we need many, those books, present them to the system, the educational system, for not only Black people to learn, because I already learned about white people. It's time that while people learn about me, about my ancestors,